Hey everyone, Samantha McLean from Elite Agent Magazine back at the AREC couch, and I'm with AREC speaker Peter Fuda. Welcome Peter to the couch. How are you going?
Very well.
So incredible keynote that you just gave. You've just come off stage on Success is Not That Far Away, and you talked about the 2%ers and how to get leverage. So tell us about why you think success for most people is closer than they think.
Historically, what we think about change and success is that they're huge leaps, they're big breakthroughs, they're really hard to do, it's massively complicated, and that's not actually been my experience, not for individuals, not for teams or whole organisations. What it typically is lots of little changes that accumulate to create almost like a snowball effect. In fact, there's a terminology for it, it's called the aggregation of marginal gains. So when very small things add up, they create a tipping point, and then down you go.
So even if you don't think that you're making big progress, there's a message there to keep taking small steps, keep moving forward.
Exactly. I can tell you the big steps are very, very rare. The big breakthroughs might happen 1 in 1,000. The other 999 are very small 2% turns, but they're equally important, and you never know which one is going to be the one that gets you to the place you need to be.
You talked about several points on stage to do with leverage and to do with taking those 2% steps. So let's talk about a couple of those. The first one was that high achievers, they hold a higher standard in themselves than other people. So explain to me how that works.
The challenge for most of us is that we fall prey to this psychological condition called illusory superiority. It's why 93% of us believe we're above average drivers. It's not because we have bad intention or we're bad people or we don't want to do great things. It's because we judge ourselves by the noble intentions that we have. I intend to be fit and healthy. I intend to, make all my calls. I intend to be a good leader. Therefore I am. If I miss a day of calls, if I have a blow up with one of my team members, if I don't go to the gym, if I sleep in bed, that's okay. Generally I'm good. Whereas when other people don't meet our high standards, we judge them by their actions. So what happens is we have a lower benchmark, a lower standard, a lower expectation for ourselves than we do for others, simply because we judge ourselves by our intention. We judge everybody else by their outcome. And so what I was trying to help the audience understand is that most of them, if they benchmark themselves against whoever it is in the particular field of endeavour, whether it's their personal trainer for health and fitness, or whether it's the best broker that they, the best real estate agent that they know, if that person is 10 out of 10, having done this for 20 years, what most people score is 7 out of 10. They'll say, I'm about a 7. And 7 is the perfect number, it's the perfect enemy of extraordinary. Because 7's pretty good. 7's better than most. In fact, what I've learned is 7 is the number of inaction. It's good enough. I don't really have to push harder. I'm earning a good living. I've got pretty good relationships. My health is pretty good. And so 7, which is perfect mediocrity, by the way, becomes the standard for me. The good news is that the difference between 7 and 8, if we raise our standard one step closer to the people we most admire, the difference between 7 and 8 is not 1 point, it's 10x. It's like a Richter scale.
Yeah, wow.
7 and 9 is 100x, 7 and 10 is 1000x. And of course, the rewards for those people playing at a level of 9 out of, or 10 out of 10 in any field of endeavour are exponential versus everybody else. I gave the example of the last Olympics, the men's 100 metre final. Who won it? Everybody knows Usain Bolt. Who came second? Nobody knows and nobody cares.
Yeah.
The difference between the two of them was less than 2%.
Thank you for joining us on the couch.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really appreciate it.